Hey dear friends, here I am Chin Chin. I have my coffee ready. I have everything set up. I'm going to film 2 videos in a minute. It's going to be one Patreon video about a 1-6-2-5-1 lick in for rhythm changes, right, in B flat from John Coltrane. I worked on that lick with my group on Wednesday evening, right, so I want to make a video about it. It's a nice lick and you can use it on a 1-6-2-5 on rhythm changes, but also in many other places. And then I also want to make like a YouTube video about a question that I got that is just like a question that I sometimes don't even get because people are ashamed of asking it. And yeah, the question is more or less, if you're feeling left behind, right? So if you're in like in a live situation and you're not practicing on your own at home, not playing on your own at home, you're with a teacher or in a group setting or in a band rehearsal or maybe even a concert, and you feel like you just like can't keep up maybe, right? And it's very stressful, and all of a sudden there is somebody like a teacher like me who says like, you have to play this and that now, and then it doesn't work. And the question was, is it a good time to take a break then and just go home and practice the material and come back, but not show up for some weeks for this particularly stressful situation? I think you already know my answer. Yeah, the answer is, of course, you can't stop. If you want to make progress and if you're really serious about your guitar playing, you can't avoid those situations. And I've experienced so many super stressful situations on stage, from getting to play immediately, didn't even have the time to tune my guitar, don't know the tune, don't know the key we're in, to, I don't know, also like people being outright mean, really like saying really mean stuff, or worst case, starting to fumble on my amplifier and trying to dial my amp in, which of course they're not allowed to do that without my permission, and stuff like this. So just like an example of a stressful situation. And I think we can't prepare ourselves for this stressful situation other than getting ourselves into this situation again and again. And in the meanwhile, I'm pretty cold-blooded when I'm in this situation, but in my case, I'm not so cold-blooded before the situation, so I really have to force myself to get into those situations. So I want to talk about that in the YouTube video, and I also want to talk about how you can actually prepare yourself a little bit for those situations, especially if you know which song is going to come up, if you have a choice, if you have like a plan. How can you prepare a song so that you're not so maximal stressed out? And yes, it's always also about the details and not talking too much or not thinking too much, which I know is hard, like everything sucks, I'm a bad guitar player, I have to get up. But more like, I couldn't, what's the problem here? Details, what's the problem? Oh, maybe I couldn't play this one chord only, so I'm going to practice this chord. Or maybe I didn't know where I am in the form, right? So there are ways how you can practice that. So always try to come back to like a pragmatic point of view, finding an exercise that helps you. That's how I always did it. So I hope you're all doing fine. I wanted to mention my new online live Zoom course is running now. So the old one is finishing in 2 weeks and the new one is starting in January last. You can check it out on my website. If you want to join, I would be happy. It's 250 euros, so a reasonable price for like 10 lessons, and we meet every Tuesday evening at 7:30 p.m. Central European time. So I think for people in the USA, maybe not the best time, but if you're from Europe, maybe you come by and try this course. We're talking about a jazz standard each week, and you get the material for the jazz standard the week before. So basically you can prepare, and then we meet live. I play something for you and you can play if you want to, but if you don't want to, you don't have to write. It's more like we're checking in and talking about the material that you got. So because I don't want you to like leave you alone with like a big course, right, with many gigabytes, but just like to we do it together, right? And then you get the next course after 1 week, and then the next or the next lesson, right? So you don't get all the lessons at the same time. I just wanted to check that out. Okay, see you around. Bye.